her side.
How much does this one weigh, probably?
She's around 75 to 80 pounds, which is pretty average for a female. For a black leopard, males will get up to 150, 200 pounds. So males of cat species can sometimes double in size to female.
What do you think?
The tail is long.
Very long. It's one of the longest tails on a cat. It's almost the same length as her body. It's about 3.5 feet. In the wild, she would use that tail for counterbalance in trees, and it helps her balance so well that she can actually hump monkeys. So, and then on the ground, she'll use it kind of like her cheetahs use their tail as a rudder, and she is the second fastest beyond the cheetah. She can get up to about 52 miles an hour at a full run. So, very strong. What do you think?
She's pretty.
Very pretty. This girl, leopards in general are actually considered pound for pound the strongest cat in the world because they can lift about 5 times their weight in prey up in the tree. And so, over 200 pounds would be no problem for her to grab onto and climb up a tree.
What are you doing yourself?
Oh my God. What are you doing?
Come here. Now this girl does have spots like any other leopard. They're just hard to notice once the light hits her, right? So you guys may be able to see them a little bit. They're easier on her belly because it's more of a dark brown shade than black. But what are you doing? I know. It's like, this is awesome. I need to play. Now this girl is another one that was a pet before we got her. Guy had her declawed when she was a baby, so even though she doesn't have her claws, she can climb with fencing pretty well. She can get a good grip, so she'll always have a top on hers also. But
Does it do the same thing to the tigers?
it's not as hard on her because she doesn't weigh as much, but it's still, 80 pounds, not being able to walk well. She's probably going to feel some effects when she gets older. She's only 5.5 right now, so she doesn't really notice much difference. Yeah, she's just a young woman. Right to midnight. The guy who owned her gave her to us a little over a year ago because he was getting married and there was going to be, I think, a 3-year-old living with them.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah, he decided it wouldn't be safe to have her around if the small child was
Is
going to
it
be there.
legal to own an animal like that, or how does it
Not so much anymore. Not in Missouri. It's state by state. It's not a federal thing. Before last year, if you wanted to buy an exotic cat, you could find one. They suggested you tell your local sheriff, but you didn't have to. You could basically have it in your backyard, and that was your pet. As of last year, Keith and Judy in some area zoos got the large carnivore bill finally passed. They've been working on it for years. So now in Missouri, if you want to privately own an exotic cat or a big cat, you have to go through the USDA, go through registration fees. You have to prove you have veterinary care and you have the correct enclosure form and stuff like that. So it makes it a lot harder. It doesn't stop the selling of them. It makes it a lot harder to get them now as a private owner, which is good because there's so many people, even here in Missouri, they had lions literally chained to a log in their backyard and thought that was okay. So now it's